We're going to hear from Eleanor Irvin of Biogelx, a biomaterials company seeking to solve the challenge of cell biology issues with a focus on regenerative medicine. To tell us more, please do welcome Eleanor Irvin. Thank you very much.
Okay. I know. It can cost up to $1 billion for a pharma company to take a drug candidate from lab testing through to human trials. And yet 95% of those targets will fail when they reach the human trial stage, wasting millions of pounds, years in time, and causing a lot of unnecessary animal testing. Much of this problem stems from the laboratory stage, where the cells used to screen for drug toxicity are grown in a plastic petri dish. So the cells don't behave the way they would if they were in our bodies, because our cells are surrounded by tissue. Tissue that is three-dimensional, complex, and might be soft in the case of brain matter, or hard in the case of bone. I'm Eleanor Irvin from Biogelx, a biomaterials company offering a range of gel products that can mimic any kind of tissue in the body. Our gels are made up of biological building blocks called peptides, and we encourage these to stack and assemble to form fibers. Those fibers build up to ultimately give us a gel. But what's unique is we can carefully control the chemical and mechanical properties of these gels to offer a specific tissue mimic. So if a biologist wants to grow brain cells, we'll offer a gel that's soft and floppy and mimics that natural brain-like environment. And we can access a range of different tissue properties right the way through to rigid bone. Having started the company around 3 years ago, we brought to market a research-grade version of our product that's selling across 4 continents to a range of customers, including academics, SMEs, and even pharmaceutical companies. What's more is the application of these gels are spanning from lab-based cell research, 3D printing, and even microfluidics. Having raised £600,000 over 6 months ago, we've grown the business further, establishing offices in the US, growing our team to 10 employees, and we're on track to generate revenues of £500,000 by the end of this year. Recently, we licensed some new IP that will take our technology into the in vivo space, where our gels will be used as a method to package up cells and drugs and deliver them back into the body. And this is highly attractive to markets such as cell therapy and regenerative medicine, which is valued at around $30 billion for this year alone. To develop this aspect of the business, we're looking to raise £2 million at the end of this year, and we're also seeking partnerships with pharma and biotech companies to help us develop this technology for these higher value markets. And I welcome the opportunity to speak to anyone who can help us in either aspects of the business. Thank you.
Thanks very much indeed. So I'm beginning to learn a little bit about you scientific types because you're risk averse, because every time that clock goes on to 29 seconds, you're all pulling up. Anyway, right. Tell us a little bit, right, you've got this amazing group of people here tonight. You've pitched your business, you've given us a little bit about the money, but what would a really great night for you mean in terms of the sort of meetings that you might have and what you might get out of it?
Sure. So we position ourselves as a biomaterials company. The majority of our employees are PhD chemists. And so we really need it's the biologists that come up with the great ideas for our products so far. You know, they've taken it into 3D printing, they've used it, and pharma have given us a bit of insight in terms of where our product could really be positioned.
Put a question to this audience. What would you like from them?
I'd like to speak to anyone who thinks that we can, that can help us with this new bit of technology. So this is developing the gels for in vivo. So it's regulatory, it's understanding what we need to do to tweak our gels to be useful for regenerative medicine and cell therapy applications, and any contacts that can help us develop that part.
Fantastic. Eleanor Irvin of Biogelx, thanks very much. Great pitch.